Dios es por usted. Thank you for the privilege of serving you. Gracias por el privilegio de poder servirte.
Driving home, I heard a voice that said, "You're going to be a pastor." But the voice was so audible, I was like, oh my God, somebody is in the back seat of my car. I looked in the back seat, I opened the doors, I looked in the trunk, and I sat back in and I was like, what? A pastor? I said, no, I will never be a pastor. So I've kind of learned to never say never to God because I'm a pastor. And this is my first pastorship. And so here we are, 15 and a half years later after saying no and not San Antonio. My name is Norma Quintero, and I am the senior pastor of El Templo Cristiano here in San Antonio, Texas, on the west side.
Hay algo asombroso. There is something amazing when you come to the house of God. Cuando venimos a la casa del Señor. It's just a building. Es un edificio simplemente.
We have a lot of minor repairs and we have quite a bit of major repairs too. A lot of these groups, missionary groups, families from other churches that saw the need try to come out and help, and instead of helping us when they left, we were worse off.
This was supposed to, the wiring was supposed to be put over the board so that we can have like a sheetrock, because it used to have suspended ceiling like over there. So they came in and they tore it all down. They left all the trash out there for us to pick up. And then they never finished the job. They just sent me a person that said he would charge me $3,800 to do the work. It's very frustrating because we've been wanting to use our kitchen area, but I don't want them to use the kitchen area until all of that is like closed off.
If you're gonna come and do something, do it wholeheartedly because you love the Lord and He loved you.
I now have a love for the west side of San Antonio, but it's because of my relationship with Pastora Norma. She and I have had some really good conversations in the last 15 months. I actually got to worship at her church. She's a really good preacher, by the way. You know, the short-term mission trip is not that great. It's a kind of a vacation in some ways. I am hoping, my desire is for our churches to find a way to mutually love and care for one another. We're not going overseas, we're just going 5 miles southwest. Know your neighbor, like love and serve your neighbor. That to me starts looking really beautiful and real redemptive and real kingdom focused.
I saw these little chickens and I remembered like where I got it from, where I've been and everything, and coming here. And they're all eating from the same little chunk of food, right? Because even though we're in different points of our city, we're all eating from the same bread. We're all striving to have the same outcome. And I just always say, well, look at God. You know, we're all these little chickens. Relying on Him to feed us and grow us and get us stronger to keep ministering. And now I'm going to look at my chickens differently. I was asked the question, if there's anything you would like to tell the other parts of the city about the West Side. And I said I would tell them to come and serve in our church or in any nonprofit or church on the West Side and come and meet my people because they're just like you. You know, they just didn't have the same upbringing. They might not have the same resources available to them, the same education, but they're loving and they're serving. And who doesn't want that?